And we are live. Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you're watching us from. I know you've been waiting, and we apologize for the late start. We do apologize for the late start, is due to technical hitches, but we're here now, and we're here to kick off the series, Digital Business Chat. My name is Lillian. If you're following my page for the very first time, this is my name is Lillian. I am a mom of two. I'm married, of course, and I work as a data analyst in my day job. So I have with me today an amazing guest. Based in the UK. So I would pass on to her to introduce herself. Over to you, sis.
Hi everyone, how are you all doing today? Now, no need of saying much again. She has said everything. So, my name is Ngozeka Teresa Olisa, residing in United Kingdom with my family, mom of four, and
You were going
yeah,
to forget
four
some of your
adorable
children.
kids. Yeah, four adorable kids. I'm a healthcare worker. Yeah, um, yeah, that's me. That's it. And
Lovely.
I am an online digital business
You
owner.
see, I forgot to say who that's what I am as well. I have a digital business as well.
Yes. Yeah.
So today we've decided to come on live, and you will likely be seeing us more frequently because we intend to make a series out of this where we talk about ourselves, talk about do things, answer some of your questions, and also talk about the business. So today we're just going to be addressing two questions, of course, in the interest of time. And kicking off is what motivated us to start this online business? So it's a question for myself and Mixika Business to to answer, just for your own benefit, just so you have an understanding as to why we decided to start the business. And I'm going to kick off with talking about why I decided to start this online business. So I have never done any business before. I have always been looking at businesses from afar. And the reason I have always been doing that from afar is simply because I work full time and I have two children. I know I don't have four kids like my sister, but my two children are a handful. I don't even know how my sister is managing. She's a superwoman. My two, oh, but really, they keep me busy, married life, and me pursuing my career as well, running a home. All of that keep me very busy. And COVID happened, and COVID made me realize that, you know what, life is short. You just need to try to, enjoy living. Because suddenly at that point, I realized I was just living in circles, paycheck to paycheck, going around, not doing anything I really love to do. So I decided that I needed to find something to do. And that's when my search began. So I started looking for all sorts of things to do. I considered sewing because during COVID I taught myself to sew. And many of my friends were telling me, oh, you should open a sewing business. And I'm like, I don't think I can deal with the hassle. Like I'll measure people. Well, if you're African or if you're Nigerian, you understand what I mean by I can't deal with the hassle. So I looked into property, but going into property requires a big capital, especially the part or the type of property business I wanted to do because I explored all the options available. So I said to myself, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I prayed to God and I said, God, please show me something. I really want you to show me something that I can do at this stage in my life that would not interfere with my career and my family life. And that's how I found the business through a friend who contacted me and asked me to have a look. And I thought online business is the best thing to do because in my mind it's flexible. It's I can do it at my own time and at my own pace. So that was why I chose to start this online business because there was the community, the people, the whole model was very interesting. I loved it. I loved everything about it, and I thought there was no harm in starting an online business. And here I am today, a proud digital business owner. So my motivation is my family, time freedom, and just working towards achieving my dreams. So I'm going to pass on to Mixika to respond to the same question.
Yeah. In life, the way our faces are different. That is the way our our needs are different.
Yeah.
So she has said her own, but that is not even my case, because me, I want to, because I'm looking for a side hustle. I'm a business woman, though. I am born into a business home whereby mom and dad are business man and
Wow.
woman. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I am business oriented. In fact,
Okay.
anything about business is just rings into my head. But
Head.
that is not the case. Yeah, that is not the case. The reason is, when looking into the future, you will be like, is this the way I will continue working from, after the month, they will pay you your salary and that's it? Is that the way people, all these rich men that you hear their names, is that the way they make their money?
Nope.
That you can't just stay in one place building
Nope.
somebody's empire for you to be like them. No, it's never happening. It will never. See, if you think that maybe you will be an employee and be like that person that employed you, never. I have not seen it happen anywhere. I have never seen it. So that's the reason why I have this thought, and I say to myself, it's better I look for a side hustle, at least to be supplementing my income. I
Yeah.
am a healthcare worker and receiving my salary every month. My There is nothing to write home about, because before, after paying your bills, you left with nothing. Yes,
Nothing.
little or nothing. So I had to look for another income. Though my husband is there, is doing his own work, but we need to do something to help ourselves. So that's why I was going through the Blue app when I saw a beautiful lady advertising, talking about this business. When I looked at it at first, I was like, this sounds, I told myself, this sounds very real. But as a human being, I was skeptical. So I just snubbed it and passed. Another day I still saw it again. And another day I still saw the lady again. I said no. I think this is genuine, because once you see something that is genuine, you will know definitely. You don't even need a soothsayer to tell you that this thing is genuine before you know about it, before you know that it is genuine. So when I looked at it, I was like, everything, everything that is involved in the business. When you do this, if you don't want to continue, you can do that. When I put my first, when I registered first and I put the first money, I didn't even I didn't even look at it to see, maybe let me check and see when the 30 days will elapse before I'll tell her, I'm no more interested, let me just withdraw. I know that this is what I want and I have come for it, and there I will stay. So that is how I started my online business, because I need a side hustle and I need to stay around my children as well. Having four
Yeah.
children is not a is not
It's
a
not
joke,
easy. United
especially
Kingdom.
in the diaspora.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
agree
big
with you.
deal. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you so much. So, viewers, I don't know, you might catch the replay if you do have any question, or if you want to share your own story as well. Perhaps it doesn't have to be this business, but at least if you have a side hustle, let us know why you decided to start your business, online or offline. It will be cool. It will be keen. It will be good to know what your experiences are.
Of
So,
course.
I'm going to move on to the next question, and it's just basically, what are the questions you had in mind before starting this business? Because I know that many people, you said it, you started touching on it when you said you looked at it, you were like, this is real, but you left it. And then you came back again and looked at it again and like, this is real. So what was going through your mind in that time? Because I'm sure many people that will catch this replay are feeling the same way. So it will be good for them to know that their thoughts are
Mhm.
valid. Yeah. So
Yes.
I'll pass it back to you to answer the question since you started already.
Oh, okay. Um, see, when you see something like this, online, everything about online, sometimes when you are not seeing that person face to face, hand in hand, you'll be like, all this scam myself.
Hmm.
But I told you, when you see something that is genuine, you don't even need a soothsayer to tell you that this thing is real. When you see it, you will know at once. But sometimes, I am not saying that scammers don't have their way to smuggle about things. But still, when you see something that is genuine, you know. So at first I was skeptical, and that, you know, being skeptical, you will be asking yourself, oh, will I don't know if this business will, if it is a genuine business, one, and what if I start it now? How am I going to cope? What am I going to be doing? There are some
Yes.
things I want to enter into, but that is not my question now.
Yeah.
There are so many things about this business. In fact, see, when you explore in this business, you will know a lot of things. But that is my question. When before I went into the business, is this a scam? One. And am I going to, if it is not a scam, am I going to make ends meet? Like, am I going to make it when I go into it?
Yeah.
That is my second question. And
And
this and all in these two questions, it is answerable. It is never a scam. When I entered into it, I noticed that it's never a scam. In fact, when I went into it, I saw many communities. In fact, is this business is filled with community. Like, even if you are lost, you will still see somebody who will tell you, come this way. This is the way. Yes. So that is how it is. And another thing, how if I can make it in the business, yes, 100% yes. Because when you see, in fact, there's not, I don't need to, saying much about it. Let me just stop here for now.
thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you so much. And you're right. Skepticism is normal. It's actually the body's response to danger or what looks like danger, right? So it's
Yeah.
okay to be skeptical, but you then come in, you then do your own research, you do your due diligence, and then you get answers to some of the questions that you have. And once you get those answers, you then decide whether you want to join or start or not. So for me, what the questions I had in mind, of course, in this business was, is it legal? Because that is very, very important to me. I do not want to do anything that is illegal. I know there are many things out there that people do, but some of them are not necessarily legal. And I was very pleased to find out when I started, or just before I started actually, that you pay your taxes. So, like for us in the UK now, at the end of the tax year, you submit your tax returns. You pay your taxes for every income you made, you pay your taxes, and you have to be legally resident in this country to be able to start this business. So that already tells me, all right, okay, this is something that is viable, right? So if you are not a legal resident, for example, for whatever reason, you can't, they won't even admit you into the business. So those were the questions I had in my mind. Okay, it's online, right? How do I know it is not, and my sister touched on it. So many things are going online. But what I told myself was, I shop on Amazon, don't I? Do I see the seller? I only see the product and I pay on the account and it gets to me.
Yeah.
If I can comfortably shop on Amazon, why not? I do my shopping online. I shop for food online. I buy my clothes online. I even attend courses online. I work online, for God's sake. The world is moving, right? And those were the questions I had in my mind. Like, okay, so people are now doing their businesses online. This is interesting. Right. I'm going to give it a go. And I'm glad I took that action because, I mean, if you don't take action, nothing will change in your life. So the
Nothing much.
questions I had in my mind was the integrity, the legality of a business, and how I would go about running an online business. Of course, how I'm running business will be discussed at another time. But for me, those were the two key questions that I asked: the legality of the business and you know who can join, who can do it. So I'm just very conscious of time. And I hope that some of these questions we've given you some responses to some of the questions that you ask. We first of all started by introducing ourselves and we thought to share our story. So if this resonates with you, hopefully we'll be back again next week. I encourage you to come ask your questions, drop your questions. If you have any question, put it on the comment section so that we can pick up and respond to it. But we have lots of questions in our inbox and we'll try to be addressing them online or in this live session. But before we go, Big Zika, do you have your final parting words?
Well, like you've said, I always say that skepticism is not a crime. But don't remain there. Oh. If you remain there, now you do yourself. Yes, you can
Absolutely.
be skeptical because I was. but I didn't allow myself to remain there. Even when I tried to fall, I stood up and started walking so fast than I walked before. So you don't have to be there. Don't remain there. And fence sitters, maybe you already come in and you are just sitting on the fence looking, okay, let me see if that is working. Stay there. Before you know it, the person that you came before will just jump, will run, not even jump. The person will jump you, will jump that. Don't sit on that fence. Just let down and do what you're supposed to do. That's my candid advice. I have a lot of things to say, but let's just stop it here for today because there's no much time. Okay.
Yes, there is
Thank
not a
you.
lot of time, but really thank you so much for coming, for your insight. And like I said, keep your comments in the comment section and we'll pick it up and address them next time. But till our next video, it's goodbye for now and say bye.
Goodbye and thanks for coming.